What's going on, Muscle Monsters? Align Gonzalez here, and welcome to another Facebook Q&A video where I take your questions directly from my Facebook fan page and answer them right here in one of these videos. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Hey Align, I have two questions actually. What are some good ways to break strength plateaus when you're stuck at the 6 to 8 rep range and can't add reps? The first thing I would recommend is to take a deload for a whole week. So either deload that whole week, and if you're not familiar with how to deload, I'm going to link an article that I wrote that goes through the process of how to deload and when to deload and so on and so forth. But you can either take a deload or just take a whole week off and allow your body to fully recover. And 9 times out of 10, when you come back from the deload, you will be able to push more weight. Now, if that doesn't work for whatever reason, then what I would recommend is start or include a strength training day for each muscle group. So for example, if you're having trouble on your bench press, then have a strength day where you focus on going heavier, maybe in the rep range of 3, so maybe like a 3 by 3. And if you can manage to get stronger there, which more than likely you will, because it's a lot easier to get stronger when you're lifting in a lower rep range, then that will spill over to your higher rep ranges like your 6 to 8. So getting stronger in that 3 by 3 a little bit faster, and then that spilling over into your 6 to 8 rep work. Number 2 is, what is more beneficial, doing regular body part splits or body part days, or splitting a body part volume into 2 workouts instead of just 1. For example, squatting 6 sets on 1 workout versus 3 sets on 2 workouts. Now, first of all, squatting 6 sets in 1 workout is totally fine, but I'm going to assume that that's just an example. All right, and I think that a higher frequency approach is a little bit better, simply because, let's say for example, you are squatting for your 6 sets. Well, the last 3 sets, you are going to, as you progress, you are going to get weaker and more fatigued, and your performance is going to slightly decrease. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean you're not going to hit your reps, but you possibly could be either overtaxing your nervous system or just pushing yourself to a point where again, you're frying that nervous system and you're not able to recover efficiently, and that's going to contribute to not being able to go heavier later. All right. However, if you split it up into 2 days and you only do 3 sets here and 3 sets here, you're always going to be primed here. You're going to recover efficiently, and then you're going to be primed here, and here it's going to be easier to slightly increase the weight that you're using. I hope that makes sense. All right, next question. This is a quick one from Haidar Javed. Drinking protein shakes on off days. That's totally fine. What you have to remember is that the protein shakes are not necessarily or not necessary on your training days or your off days. They're simply a supplement that is supposed to help you reach your daily protein intake. If you have no problem doing that on your days off, then you don't need it. If you need that protein powder in order to hit your protein intake for the day, then by all means, take it. All right? Next question, Leo Maestas. Which part of the day do you prefer to work out, morning, afternoon, or the evening? Assuming you're asking me, I prefer to work out in the morning. I like to get up and immediately begin to get ready to head straight to the gym. I'll typically go either on an empty stomach, meaning nothing in the tank that morning, or I'll have a light snack, and that's how I personally get my best workouts. However, I do know people that can't train either on an empty stomach or with a light snack or in the morning at all. Their best workouts come in maybe the evening or in the afternoon after they've had a few meals. So for me, I prefer to train in the morning. But The best time for you to train is just whenever you feel you get the best workouts. Next question, Elliot Lagoyarde. I'm trying a 5x5 routine. Have you ever tried it? I do 5x5 myself personally, and I think it's great. I think that if you pick the right routine, a 5x5 approach is definitely going to provide some great results.